Now, we've said this before, but what differentiates us is all defined in the details. The first interaction you're gonna have with the vehicle is gonna be that door handle. Land Rover, we would have used plastic. As a standard on our builds, we're gonna use billet aluminum. These beautiful handles coming in silver or black. Like you'll see on this one, just that first interaction with the vehicle sets the tone for the rest of it. A very important detail. Past that's gonna be the fitment of that door. Land Rover wasn't too focused on this when these vehicles were coming out. These were utility vehicles, so that was not an area of focus. But when you interact with one of our vehicles, the standard will be a nice pop, tight fit of the door. Body alignment has to be perfect, and you'll see that across the board on our vehicles. You'll also feel that the door is much heavier than a stock Land Rover. We'll take a look at a couple of them that are on deck for restoration. You get a sense of what those feel and sound like. But this door is going to have a tight finish with that the body alignment. So these doors from the factory are hollow. Behind this door card, we're going to insulate the door heavily. We're going to do that to add some weight. We're also going to do it to insulate from road noise coming into the cabin. And we're also going to insulate and reduce the noise and vibration from the door. From the factory, you're going to hear a lot of vibration. You hear the internal mechanics of the door rattling around. Again, not a great first interaction with the vehicle, so the team puts a tremendous amount of time to that. We haven't even got inside the cabin. I can tell you the details are very much focused on from that first interaction with this door. But as you open and close the door, you're going to hear that tight pop of the door. You're going to hear a similar sound when you open the door of a modern G-Wagon. And again, that's not accidental. That takes a lot of effort on a vintage Land Rover. Now, as we walk over here, we've got a few vehicles that are on deck for restoration. And these are good examples of some issues you might see on a stock Defender. Now this particular door, body alignment's is okay, we've adjusted that. This vehicle is going to be stripped down and fully brought back to factory condition. But as you shut the door, you'll hear a lot of rattling, clanking. All that is the internals of the door. There's no insulation on this door. This is factory. You're going to hear the window rattling around, all the mechanics of the door. Plastic door handle, again, not the greatest first interaction of the vehicle. Now, the other issue you tend to see on Defenders is going to be body alignment. That is most apparent with the doors. On this vehicle here, you can see how it's misaligned. And as you shut the door, you can see that door is completely cocked backwards there. That's alignment of the entire body. Bit of an art to align a Defender properly. We've got team members that have been doing it for many years, but again, it's not accidental to get them lined up. It takes a tremendous amount of time. Not necessarily a focus when they were leaving the factory over the years. Again, for us and the details, visually, that's not something you want to see. And obviously then if you don't have the alignment there, you're not getting a proper seal on the door, and you're opening yourself up to water intrusion and some other potential problems. So as we mentioned earlier, the differentiator for us is absolutely in the details. This is a great example of one that has all of those differentiators. The most modern drivetrain that's available, 4-link coilover suspension, Dynatrac axles, Brembo disc brakes, LT4 engine. Some very obvious differentiators there. But as we talked about earlier, and with these vehicles, the differentiators start with that first interaction of the vehicle. Furthermore, it starts with the first interaction with Himalaya, and that's what we're focused on. We'll continue to refine those details and push ourselves to do better each time, whether it's answering an email or setting our doors and our bodies correctly. So that is a focus for us in whatever we're doing. This is a great example of how that starts with the first interaction.